Today, we're taking a look at a brand that nobody's heard of to see if these innovative tools are worth having in our shop. These tools don't look like any other power tool you've seen before. In fact, they more resemble something that might be designed by Apple rather than Milwaukee or DeWalt. But this brand, Fanttik, claims that it can replace some of the tools that we use in our shop every single day. So today, we're going to dive in and see if these tools are knockoffs or knockouts. At first glance, I thought these tools were gimmicks. No external battery, a USB charger, as well as a digital display. Everything about these tools feels different. But maybe different isn't bad. Let's see if my opinion changes after diving into these tools. Let's start off today's journey by taking a look at one of the tools that may be the easiest tool to dismiss, and that's the Fanttik B11 air duster. So why the heck does anybody need an air duster in the shop when you can just buy those cans for about $6 to $8? Yes, that is true, and they will indeed do the job. However, these things are disposable, and I don't like to have disposable items in my shop. Not to mention, those things kick off ice cold air, which I don't think is good for our tools. And sure, you could use your air compressor, but I don't have mine running all the time, and I don't like to wait for that thing to load up. So let's dive into this Fanttik air duster and see if it's better than our other options. Let's first talk about the size of this thing. This thing is small enough to fit between my thumb and my middle finger, and it runs at just under 6 inches long. And this duster is incredibly easy to use. In fact, there's only 2 controls on the entire unit. The first control is the on and off button, which has 2 functions. The first function is to obviously turn the tool on, but you could also scroll through the highest setting as well as an adjustable setting. And the adjustable setting scrolls from 1 to 100, with 1 being the lowest and 100 being the highest. And I'm literally blown away by how powerful this thing is, even at its lowest setting. And when I scroll this thing up to its highest setting of 100, this thing could easily tackle any dust in your shop. And I haven't even got into the fact that this thing comes loaded with accessories. Let's take a look at what it comes with. It first comes with 4 nozzles for not only blowing, but also inflating. And each of these is attached by simply placing onto the front of the duster and locked into place with a little click. And along with that, you're also going to get 4 brushes that you can use, well, for anything that you want. Damn straight. Not to mention, it comes with a portable and clippable maneuverable fan that's easily powered up by a USB-C port. And by simply short pressing that power button on that fan, you can scroll through its low, medium, and high setting. And finally, this duster kit comes with a nice bag with a drawstring so that you can store all of those accessories. So is this thing a knockout or a knockoff? Well, due to the fact that this thing is insanely powerful for its size, comes with a ton of accessories to keep your shop clean, and it's completely rechargeable, this thing is a knockout in my opinion.
What make you my girlfriend?
But what about our next Fanttik item, the K2 Ultra Drill? Well, let's find out if this thing is any good. If you're like me, the first thing you'll notice is that handy dandy holster that can rotate 360 degrees to place the tool in any direction you want.
It's a holster.
Now, the only reason that I can see for this rotation is because the USB-C port, which is the charger, is located on the very bottom of the tool. By simply sliding the drill chuck into the holster hole, it lifts up the bottom of that drill so that you can attach that USB-C cord. But this holster, and for some reason I can't get the word holster out of my head, has more than one unique feature. By pushing in, well, where it says press, you can actually see that there's a bit holder inside of this holster. And there's a small button on that bit holder that says open that you simply depress to reveal all the bits that are included with this drill. And not only does this set come with drill bits, but it also comes with almost all the driver bits you'll possibly need. But let's reinsert those bits inside of the holster and take a look at the real reason I got this item, which is the drill itself. Now, just like most Fanttik tools, one of the highlights of this drill is the fact that it's got a digital display on the very back of the drill. But other than that, this Fanttik drill really resembles almost every single drill you have in your shop. Other than the fact that it's even smaller than the smallest drill I have, which is my Milwaukee M12 drill. Just like other drills, it's got a keyless chuck, a variable speed trigger, as well as a forward and backwards button that can also lock the drill. But let's get into what makes this drill interesting, and that's that display as well as what's going on in the back. Now, I'll be the first to admit that that display is just a little bit dim, especially in a well-lit shop like my own. Now, at the very bottom of that display, you're going to find what's called the tap switch, which allows you to scroll between the drill function as well as the driver function. With it in the drill setting, you actually have 3 RPMs you can set it to, the 500, the to 800 as well as a 1250, and these are adjusted by simply rotating the collar on the very back. And in the same fashion, when it's in its driver setting, you can adjust the torque in the same way, going from 1 all the way up to 30. But what happens when you give a long press to that tap switch? Well, let's take a look. As you can see, the display reads AU, which is the auto assist function. This auto assist function ensures that you don't overdrive a screw, and it stops the drill when the screw is fully seated. And this just takes the guesswork of what torque you should have your driver set to, allowing those screws to be completely flush with the top of your wood.
What's the ring light situation?
As soon as you pull that trigger on this drill, a ring light on the very tip of the drill lights your way so that you don't have to guess where you're drilling. And I tested this drill out on a variety of different types of material, whether you're drilling through pine or even hickory. And the driver works just as well, whether you're driving in screws to some of your hardest woods in the shop or even some of your 2x4s. So is this thing a knockout or a knockoff? Well, due to its small footprint, immense power, and innovative design, I think this thing is definitely knockout for any shop.
Make sure you kiss me good with those big lips.
But we're just getting started. Let's move on to our next Fanttik tool. Before we do that, however, do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment, and share this video. It truly does help out this woodworking channel. And if you haven't already, check out my website, FlynnDoggWoodwork.com, where you can get access to all sorts of valuable shop information and a bunch of fun woodworking accessories, like all the t-shirts that I wear in my videos. Not only have I just updated my website, but I've also introduced some new apparel that's much more comfortable and lightweight for the summer. And if any of these Fanttik tools we take a look at today interest you, I'll be sure to leave links in the description below so that you can go check them out for yourself. And last but not least, if you'd like to support this channel even further, check out my channel memberships, where you get early access to all my videos as well as one member video a week. Now let's get back into those Fanttik tools. So is our next Fanttik tool just an oversized Dremel? Well, I don't think so, but we need to find out. This is Fantik's version of an angle grinder, which they call a cutoff tool. Now, I'll be completely honest, I don't have a whole lot of experience with angle grinders. In fact, this is my very first one, and that's exactly the reason why I got it. Now, I plan on getting some other attachments for this angle grinder in the future. However, I'm pleasantly surprised that this thing already comes with 4 attachments included in the box, which include a multi-purpose cutter already installed in the grinder, a tile cutting disc, a metal cutting disc, as well as a metal polishing disc, along with a hex key and a small drawstring bag to hold all of those accessories. Now, one of the things I noticed about this grinder is it's pretty simple. In fact, it only has 2 buttons on the entire tool.
Button.
The first button is located right on the handle of the tool, which is the power button. By simply pushing it down and pressing it forward, this will turn the tool on. And the second yellow button is simply an arbor lock to lock the blade when you go to switch out those blades. And I think that's pretty standard for most angle grinders, but let's get into what makes this item just a little bit more unique. That's right, this grinder once again has a digital display that's making all these Fanttik tools much more unique. And the display of this angle grinder appears to be a little bit brighter than other Fanttik tools we've taken a look at. But let's get into the functionality of this cutoff tool by taking a closer look at the display. One of the first things you'll notice is this has got a very easy to read display of what the battery level is. And for somebody that doesn't have a whole lot of angle grinder experience, I like the fact that it only has 3 settings that are easily adjusted by simply rotating the sleeve on the very end of the tool. And these 3 settings couldn't be easier to understand. The first setting is the wood and PVC setting, the second setting is the metal and tile setting, and the final setting is the grind setting. And you can hear the difference in speed as I rotate that dial, going from 6,000 to 8,000 to 10,000 RPMs. But can this thing actually cut? Well, we need to test it out on a variety of different types of material. The first item I want to cut through is this wooden railing.
Wood!
And this thing has absolutely no problem cutting through this wood, slicing through it like butter. But let's try some PVC to see how that cuts. And the PVC cuts just as smooth, in fact maybe a little bit easier than that wood. Last but not least, let's do a little bit of aluminum and see how well that works. Now this one struggled a bit more. In fact, I had multiple stalls while trying to cut through this aluminum. And I even went back to switching out the blade to a metal cutting blade, but this seemed to do the same thing. And unfortunately, I wasn't even able to cut through that metal, and I think I got an overheated warning, and now the display won't even work.
That's not good.
So I guess I'm still in the market for an angle grinder, but we need to rate this thing as a knockout or a knockoff. And unfortunately, this bad boy's a knockoff in my opinion.
Well, that's disappointing.
But hey, now we know, and we still have one more Fanttik item to take a look at. So our next Fanttik tool is an impact driver with a display, and you may be asking, why the heck do you need a display on an impact driver? Now, just like most impact drivers, this thing's got a 1/4-inch hex locking chuck as well as variable speed on the trigger. It also has that bright ring light on the very front, similar to the Fantic K2 drill. And you'll also find a forward and backward button on the side that locks the entire impact driver when it's held down with a long press. And just like all the Fanttik tools that we've seen, this thing is once again powered by a USB-C port on the very bottom of the impact driver. And since this impact driver has the same layout as their drill, I'm not quite sure why they don't include a stand for this thing like they do with the drill. However, just like that drill, it does come with a bunch of accessories and bits. Let's take a look at this case. Not only does this case come with 12 impact rated bits, but it also comes in a nice compartment to hold your charger. And that case is completely magnetic, holding all those bits in their appropriate spot. But just like with any Fanttik tool, we need to get into that display and see what that's all about. On the very bottom of the display, you're going to find the mode switch button, which allows you to adjust the torque manually or go to the auto assist function. In the manual torque adjustment, you can adjust it from 20 all the way up to 100, which equates to 885 inch-pounds. And you can hear the adjustment of the speed as I rotate that collar on the side, going up to 3000 RPMs. But what about that auto assist function? As you probably guessed, it works in the same fashion as their drill does. With it in this mode, it's going to make sure that you don't over tighten your screws and that those screw heads are completely flush with the top of your wood. And just like I would expect with this impact driver, not only can it easily tackle things like 2x4s, but it can go through some of my hardest wood in my shop, which is hickory. So what do you think? Is this Fanttik driver a knockout or a knockoff? Well, because of its unique design and powerful motor, I think I'm going to have to give this one a knockout rating.
I dare you talk to me like that.
So what's my final ranking of all 4 of these tools? Well, coming in at number 4, it's that knockoff, which is that angle grinder. It just didn't have enough power to meet my needs, and it even failed on me. Coming in at number 3, which I still think is a knockout, is that Fanttik fan. I think it works great and is able to keep your shop clean. However, I do think there's some better options like a shop blower. Coming in at number 2 is that K2 drill, which is another knockout. Not only can this drill function as a drill, but also has a driving capability as well. And I really like the stand that has all those features, including storage for all of your bits. And finally, we get to number 1, which is that impact driver. The reason that I like this one the most is the fact that it's simple. It just has 2 functions and it only has one purpose, which is to drive in screws. And 3 out of 4 knockouts and 1 knockoff from a brand that I had never heard of is pretty impressive to me. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, and before we get into Bert's comedy routine at the end of this video, do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment, and share this video. It truly does help out this channel. And if you haven't checked out my website in a bit, go to FlynnDoggWoodwork.com. You'll see that it's changed a bit, and I do have some more comfortable apparel listed on that website. And finally, if any of these knockout Fanttik tools interest you, I'll be sure to leave links in the description below so that you can go check them out for yourself. And finally, if you'd like to support this channel even further, go ahead and check out my channel memberships, where you get early access to all my videos as well as 1 member video a week. Until next time, take care as always. All right, let's do it. So did you hear OnlyFans is removing all pornography starting on October 1st? Yeah, I suggest they call it LonelyFans, but I don't know. I've always been a big fan of underground rappers, such as Tupac, Eazy-E, and Biggie. My baby's mama's a huge Raiders fan. The nice thing about that is she'll never expect a ring. Why do Tennessee fans always wear orange? Well, it's so they can go to the game on Saturday, go hunting on Sunday, and pick up trash on Monday. What do the Eiffel Tower and a tick have in common? Well, they're both parasites. I got a clock and so does my baby's mama. My clock goes tick-tock, 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 while my baby's mama just talks and talks and talks. You know, my ex used to hate it when I used to send her pictures of parasites. I guess she didn't want those unsolicited tick pics. Did you hear they're making a new social media platform for urologists? Yeah, it's similar to TikTok, only this one's called TikTok.